All right. So before we dive in, how many of you have been inspired by somebody in your lifetime? All right. How many of you have been inspired by somebody in your lifetime? It's a powerful feeling, isn't it? Well, early on in my life, I always wanted to be in a place where I had the ability to inspire others. I felt that too many people had these fancy titles, had these accomplishments in their lives, but nobody around them was being elevated or inspired, right? So how many of you have had someone say to you, I see greatness in you. I want to invest in you so the world can see what I see. Wow, right? That gives me goosebumps. Fortunate for me, I had one person in my lifetime do that. And unfortunately, this doesn't happen as much as I think it should. And not everyone has had that experience. However, you can be that person who changes someone's life. Are you ready to change lives? I know I am. And even better, we are all in the perfect place with a phenomenal opportunity to change people's lives. What I love about these critical activities is that they give you the tools to grow your business. So as you grow, you have the opportunity to teach, to coach, and empower those around you. So who is ready to go and grow? If you're ready, drop in the chat, yes, I am ready. So here we go. Chat's fired off. Ready, ready, ready. I see it. All right. Well, please welcome back the motivational, inspirational, and powerful 250K affiliate, Candace Byrd Davis. Candace, if you're there, say hello to everybody dialing in from around the world.
Hey, 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 what is going on, everybody? Chris, fired up and excited to be here. I definitely have to thank you for your time, your motivation, your determination to make each and every one of us better in the field. You know, we don't take it lightly that you come on here every single Thursday, you know, just helping us relay a message to the field and help build bigger leaders. So on behalf of the entire MDC family, Chris Baum, we appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. So listen, I'm fired up and excited about what is going on today, my friends. I hope you guys have a pen. Get yourselves a notebook. Be prepared to take copious notes. Today, I want you to make a promise to me. Matter of fact, in the comment section, go ahead and comment promise. I want your promise to be today, you're going to be coachable. You're going to be trainable. You're going to be teachable, because what I'm going to tell you is some of the things that are easy to do are easy not to do. Today, I've been challenged with the duty of going over the 5 to grow, 5 to go and 5 to grow. And guys, let me tell you what is so important with this. It would be remiss of me if I did not say how powerful this document is, because incredible leaders in your company who have had extreme amount of success have come together, put these steps together to make sure that you are successful too. So I want you to pay attention. My grandmother always used to say, pay attention. It doesn't cost you a dime, but not paying attention can cost you a fortune. So I want you to remember that. So what we're going to share today is the 5 to go, 5 to grow. I'm going to actually share my screen so that we can start beginning to go over that. And if you don't know where they are, I'm actually going to take you there myself. So if you log into your back office, my friends, and you come down to this cute little tab here, and I'm going to be honest with you, some of you guys maybe never even clicked on this tab. Let's be real. I'm going to be transparent with you today. Well, today's going to be day one that you click on the tools tab. You click on the resources tab. And when you click on the resources tab, it's going to update. Every single one of these are important documents in building your business, but we're going to scroll down to the 5 to go and 5 to grow. So I'm going to pull that up here. Again, get yourselves a pen, get yourselves a notebook, be ready to go, G-O. So I wrote down on some of my notes today, if you're tired of getting your current results, it's time for you to make a change. You know, they always say in order to get something different, you got to do something different. So today we're going to do something different because some powerful leaders put this together, and it's commonly referred to as a DMO. Write that down on your paper, daily method of operation. And I'm going to be very real with you. My team is here. They're in the chat. If I'm lying to you guys, call me out. Let the world know if I'm telling you a lie. But we do this on a consistent basis in these steps. So I'm going to go over them. And we're going to talk about it because here's what I want you guys to understand. Number 1 says make new connections. So guys, when we talk about making new connections, you see what it says. It says every day add names to your contact list. Look for people that you can help with products and or the opportunity online, in person, and everywhere you go, to everyone you meet. So here's one thing that I have to say. When it comes to creating new connections, I wrote down, I said, the most important thing to realize is we are in a relationship building business. If you think that you can simply put a post up on social media and sell your products, you might get 1 or 2 sales, but we're not trying to get sales. We're trying to build legacies. So in order to build your legacy in MDC, you're going to have to build your connection with the people all over social media. Let's be honest, there's over 17 billion Facebook users a day. So how do we connect with these people? I'm going to give you some of the core strategies that my personal team uses to make connections. Number 1, I said, consistency creates cash. These 10 things you need to be doing on a consistent and a consecutive basis. So what are they? Oh, and I also wrote down, I said, this thing is like the compound effect. You do the simple things, but you get significant results. Okay. The compound effect is doing little things that add up to something big. So again, remember, we're in network marketing, but in order to build your net worth, the amount of money you make, you have to build your network. So how are we going to do that? Understand this, people join people that they like, know, and trust. So we're going to go find some people using social media, using offline marketing that we can build a relationship with. One of the number 1 strategies is you should make yourself a goal, GOAL, go out and lead. Make yourself and your team a goal that you will connect and become friends with 10 new people per day. Let me tell you how important this is. I'm going to come back and turn off the screen share for a second, but let me tell you how important this is. Because when you start to make a connection with 10 new people a day, what you start to do is you start to build your pipeline of people who are starting to see the things that you post. And eventually they're going to inquire, because what happens is curiosity kills the cat. So how do we build the pipeline? How many of you guys are in a niche group on Facebook? Something that you like. Maybe you like knitting. What if you join a knitting group? Maybe you're like Stanja Fleetwood, who drives a new Audi, so she joined the Audi group. Maybe you like Harley Davidson, so you join the Harley Davidson group. Candace, what does that have to do with my business? Everything. Because now you're connecting with people that you have something in common with. Because what you have to understand in network marketing, in direct sales, people don't like to be sold, but they like to buy. But they don't want to buy straight out the gate. They want subliminal sales. So we're going to talk about this. So in niche groups, here's what happens. If you love to knit, join a knitting group. Start sharing some of your newest creations in the group. Start commenting with those people. Start engaging with those people. And because you've been in that group, go to the members tab every day and go welcome new members to the group. Hey, Chris Baum, I noticed that you're part of the knitting group. I am too. I wanted to welcome you to the new group. I look forward to sharing some new patterns with you or whatever it is. Oh, by the way, I sent you a friend request. Let's connect. You're not selling them your business. You're not selling them your product right out the gate, but you're creating a connection that eventually these people are going to start seeing stuff on your timeline, and curiosity kills the cat and they begin to inquire. So you're going to start creating 10 new friends a day, 10 new connections a day. Like I said, it could be in niche groups. It could be in number 2, offline connections. Offline connections. Well, how is that? What is that, Candace? Do you know whenever I go into a store, I always have on a hemp work shirt? Do you know one of my top inquiring shirts is the plant manager shirt or the I'm in the cannabis shirt? Because what happens is the people look at me like I'm crazy, for one, and then they start popping off with, oh, so do you own a dispensary? No, I don't, but I created a new connection because I'm talking to them about how I'm in this CBD business, and I'd love to share more information with you. Matter of fact, here's my business card. Here's my social media. Let's connect. And if I actually have time, I'll pull their profile up online and send them a friend request while we're chatting in the store. See, become a walking billboard for your business, because your job is to create the connections so that you can create the cash. The next one I said, the MDC Genius app. Josh was he's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. He gave us an app that we don't have to pay for, but when you go into this app and somebody inquires about your shirt, you could go right into there and they say, well, what is that? You know what? I'd love to share the information with you, but I'm kind of running short on time. Let me actually go and forward you some information. You log into your MDC Genius app. You click the share button and you pick what topic. Is it MDC, HempWorks, Akashics? Is it, our essential oils line? And you hit share. Guess what? It already has a pre-formulated email. So then you're going to go and put in the contact's name. Okay, what's your name? What's your email? What's your phone number? I'm going to send this to you right now. I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry, but let me get this information to you. Boom. Guess what? You made a connection. So now you've created the connection, you created curiosity, and now you're starting to build your pipeline of people who curiosity will eventually kill the cat, and they're eventually going to ask you about your business. The other way, and I'm running through these fast because I promised that I would only be before you guys about 30 minutes. How many of you all, by a show of hands, okay, in the comments section, put a number 1 if this is you. You're on Google and you search, I don't know, maybe you want this new range hood in your kitchen and you start looking up the brand of the range hood. And all of a sudden you go to Facebook and that range hood starts showing up in your timeline. Well, guess what? You search that. Facebook has something called tracking pixels. So it showed up in your timeline. But guess what? Whoever else searched it is showing up in their timeline too. What if you started to go on those sponsored posts and you started to look at the comments and you liked a comment and somebody said, oh yeah, I bought this. I absolutely love it. What if you replied to their comment? And what if you inboxed them and said, hey, Abigail, I noticed that you bought this such and such range hood too. And I was actually interested in buying it for myself. I'm going to send you a friend request because I'd love to know some more details about what you like the most about it. You see, when I got into network marketing, I had 312 friends on Facebook. I created connections and built relationships with people literally all around the world, literally based off of a car that I had or a coffee pot that I bought. But I created connections with people who were like-minded, who liked what I liked, loved what I loved, and now we had something in common to create a conversation. Because remember, the post isn't what creates your cash. It's the conversations from your posts that do create the cash. So how many people are you willing to connect with? So again, 10 new connections per day. 10. I also wrote down with connections. You currently have friends on Facebook. My team will tell you in the comment section, we do this on a regular basis. If you went to this cute little icon on the top right-hand corner of your Facebook page, it tells you how many people have birthdays today. What if you simply went and made it part of your daily method of operation to connect with those people who are currently on your page, just to send them a quick message that says, hey, Tina, it's Candace. I noticed Facebook has a funny way of telling us when it's somebody's birthday. I wanted to pop into your inbox, wish you a day full of love, laughter, and peace. Oh, by the way, watch this. Oh, by the way, what are you most excited about in this new chapter? I left an open-ended question. So now it keeps a conversation going. And I'm going to tell you my team's top tip. When they said, you know what, I'm excited about because this year I want to do this, that, the other, they're going to tell you. My team comes back and says, you know what, I'm so excited for you. I'm excited, because March is coming up and I set myself a goal of helping 30 people lose weight, or I set myself a goal of helping 10 people get their home-based business started. And I know it's your birthday today, Keisha, but by chance, would you know anybody that I could possibly help? See, my mentor, Robert Hollis, always told me, you offer to help somebody. Do you know anybody that I could possibly help? And you'd be amazed at how many people reply back that either they want the help or they know somebody you can help. So build the connections, guys. Connections create cash. So we're going to move forward. Number 2, let's go back to number 2. I'm going to screen share it with you again so you could see this. Number 2, invite to presentations. It says invite potential customers and affiliates to learn about how the house of brands and products and the MDC opportunity can help them. The more you invite, the more you enroll. Well, guess what? I was always told the person who gets the most eyes on information will always win. See, where are you trying to win at this year? Are you trying to win in customers? Are you trying to win in affiliates? Or are you trying to win overall? Either way, it's going to take you to get their eyes on the information. And see, there's some simple techniques because sometimes we overthink it. And we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid to say something to John. What if John tells me no? But what if John tells you yes? Guys, stop being afraid to share the presentation with somebody. I operate off of tell me yes or tell me no, tell me quick, I gotta go. Because if it's not for you right now, it's for somebody else. And I would much rather you tell me no than to me to take a chance of going through a foreclosure or a repossession again. So listen, be okay if somebody tells you no, but you got to put the eyes on the information. So when it comes to inviting, my grandmother always used to say, if you don't ask, you don't get. Okay. So what happens if your team, my team does something, and I'm going to give you a real tip that we do on a constant basis. We do something called a blitz, B-L-I-T-Z, blitz. And we're not talking about football, but what we do is we do 15 minutes of uninterrupted work to where we do it as a unit. We do it as a team. We do it in a chat. And what we'll do is we'll say, okay, this today, for this 15 minutes, turn your phone on, do not disturb, turn all your notifications off, but this is what we're going to do. So what if you started blitzing people and you started messaging everybody on your messenger that had their green light on, because that means they're online. And what if you jumped up in their inbox and you said, hey, Octavia, just reaching out to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever they're at, but I was just out wondering, how did we say, I was wondering if you could do me a favor. Anytime you ask somebody to do you a favor, what do they always do? They always say, yeah, what is it? Listen, I got this incredible business that I don't know a whole lot about, and I got one foot in the door, but before I put 2 feet in, I really value your opinion. Will you take 20 minutes of your time? I'm not going to ask you to join it. I'm not going to ask you to buy anything, but will you take about 20 minutes of your time to give me your personal opinion? They say yes. You send them your pre-enrollee link. You let them get lost in that back office with all kind of good sauce. And what happens is our system is incredible. It starts trickling on them. So then Octavia's like, whoa, who is this person, Robert? And who is this person, Abigail? And who is Amber? And these people are joining the business. What if you just ask people to simply do you a favor? It's simple. I just want your opinion. I'm not going to ask you to join. I'm not going to ask you to buy. I want your opinion. But also whenever it comes to inviting to presentations, I'm going back and forth between presentations and inviting. So I'm kind of combining 2 and 3. When it comes to this, remember, facts tell, stories sell. A lot of people will comment on a post. If you put up a post about a testimony of a product or the business, and somebody's going to comment and say something about, well, how did that happen? Well, listen, Jesse, I'm running short on time right now, but if you have about 20 serious minutes, 45 serious minutes, I can shoot you this quick link. I want you to put your eyes on some information. And when you see what this is, pre-enroll. You always want to ask somebody to put their eyes on the information. So I'm combining 2. Now let's go into 3, which is presentations. Guys, you cannot be afraid to do, yes, Star said capture page, absolutely. You cannot be afraid to do presentations. Last Thursday, I sat on this incredible panel with over 800 of you guys showing you how quick. And after the Q&A, I went back to watch the training recording, and I noticed I did the presentation in 16 minutes flat. So what if somebody was interested in the business? And what if, you don't have to know all the facts because it's outlined in the presentation, but what if they wanted more information and they took a tour through the back office and they still wanted to talk to you? What if you got on a private Zoom with them and just showed them that same PowerPoint step by step and you just read off the slides? Because you see, Zoom has this amazing way that you can share your screen, just like I'm about to do. Watch this. I could share my screen while they're on the other end, but I could also turn off my camera so they don't even know that I'm reading off the slide. But see, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. And it's so easy for us to find the excuse as to why we don't want to do a presentation, but the presentation is done for you. All you have to do is simply read. You point, click, promote to number 4, our system. What they have in that back office, if they still have questions, they obviously didn't go through everything because just about every question is asked or answered back there. But if you point them to this system, guys, the system is free. F-R-E-E. And I always say this, if it's free, it's for me. Matter of fact, if it's free, I'll take 3. I don't know if you've done your investigation in network marketing or building systems or anything like this, but some of the companies out there charge you a minimum of $150 and it don't have half the sauce that our system has when Josh created it. It doesn't do half of the things that our system does. Guess what? System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. Josh and Jenna designed this system to save us time, energy, and money. You don't have to figure out a contact manager or a CRM tool. We have it. You don't have to write follow-up emails. We have it. See, the funniest thing is we have the tool, but will you use the tool? See, what we have to understand is tools build the business. But are you using your tool? If it's free, it's for me. If it's free, I'll take 3. So guys, if you have the tool, use it. So as I wrote down for system, I said it's point, click, promote. You always want to direct somebody. If somebody wants more information about the product, guess what? Share your pre-enroll link with them, because there's a House of Brands video in the back office that shares more information about the product. So you don't have to know everything about your business. You have to know something. And that's how to share your pre-enrollee link, how to share your capture page link. So it's simple. And it gives significant results, because after a while, what's going to happen is they're going to start seeing everybody pre-enrolling in the GOAT's back office, Josh Zwegel's back office, the GOAT. He created a system that is unmatched. And they're going to get curious, because they're going to see 5, 10, 15. And then guess what? By Thursday, hey, Tammy, you got 56 people who've been placed under you in the system. Now might be a great time to think about upgrading to become an affiliate to secure them on your team. Guess what? You didn't have to come up with the verbiage. Our incredible CEO already did that for you. You don't have to follow up. You know what? They say fortune in the follow-up. The emails follow up for you. You just do a little extra follow-up on your side, on the side when you need to or you want to. But the system has been designed to do the work for you so you can focus on income-producing activities, creating conversations, sharing products, sharing testimonies. So you're not always having to do the follow-up. Guys, use the system. It works. It works. Next, number 5, learn products. Guys, I'm big on this one. And I'm going to tell you, when it comes to learning products, it says down here, as your skill grows, your business grows. Always be learning. Learn about the products and how they help people, the business, and the critical activities that will drive success. Personal growth is business growth. Learn how you can grow as a networker and a leader. Here's what I'm going to say. I wrote this down. And I said, you can't sell something you don't know. Let me be honest with you. I've never sold a car before in my life, but can I walk onto a Mercedes-Benz dealership and be able to tell you all about their AMG? No, because I know nothing about it. I know nothing about it. So whenever it comes to learning about your product, my team knows I'm big on this. Pick a product per day. If you want to collapse timeframes, pick a product per day and learn about it. Well, Candace, I don't know where I find the information. Well, there's this incredible tab in the back office that says tools that has a whole bunch of one-pagers that tells you all about our product. Or you can even go in the words of Ben LeBeau, Google that shit, right? Go to Google and start Googling the ingredients, finding out what it does. Learn your products. Pick 5 to keep your business alive. Start with your first 5 products. Because here's what you got to understand. As you're starting to share testimonies of people that are using the product, your warm market can be so cold. They don't care what the product did for me. They want to know what it did for you. But if you haven't become a product of your own product, you're not even going to learn about the product. You need to become a product of your own product to learn about it, because they want to know, what did it do for you? How did it taste? Listen, if you are truly believing, how many of you guys believe that you have a 6 or 7 figure business in the palm of your hand right now with MDC? How many of you all believe that? I love it. So if you are manifesting a 6 or 7 figure business, wouldn't you want to know about your product that you have? Matter of fact, I wrote it down and I said, here's another step. Not only is it one-pagers, poll your team. Ask your team, what is the product that they've been using the most and what has their testimony been? Because facts tell, stories sell. So now you can start to create stories that are going to sell your product, because what you have to understand is your market is emotional buyers. They buy off of pure emotion. How did you make them feel when you shared that story? If that testimony can relate to my condition, then I'm attached. It's like crack to me. I need it right now. But if you can't put that testimony with my issue, see, when you learn about your products, here's what one of my previous mentors always told me. The person who solves the most problems will make the most money. Yes, you got in this business to help people, but you also got in this business to make money. And don't lie and say you didn't. But if you want to make money, you got to know what you're selling and know what that product does for that person. Because the thing is, our products produce a result. in the customer. And when it does that, we get the reward, which is our commission. But how do you not know what you're looking at? So let's learn about some of the products. I said, here's the easiest way to do it. Change your auto ship every month. Every month. My team knows. Every month, we change auto ship so we can try new products. You see, you should have your auto. I'm a firm believer. My team knows, set it and forget it. Get your 90 volume point auto ship. Get your director pack every single month, because if you truly are manifesting a 6 or 7 figure business, you can't do it on a 40 volume point auto ship. So go ahead and grab the 90 or the 100, the director pack. And here's what it does. The sprays give you 8 sprays. Well, guess what? You could have a new spray every month or every week. Or you could do what we do. Pick 2 sprays that month. Maybe it's the trim and the e-cell. So you get 4 of each. You keep 1 of each and you try it. But guess what? You got 3 of each to have for your friends. Guess what? It's no fun if your friends can't have none. So now you create testimonies, because what you have to stop looking at is stop looking at your auto ship as an expense. It's an investment into your 6 or 7 figure business. So you can try all the products you want and you don't have to come out of pocket besides doing your auto ship every single month. Maybe you have a CBD auto ship. Well, boom, guess what, Betty? That CBD auto ship allows you to try at least 4 CBD products every month. So you can't tell me you don't know about the product or you haven't experienced the product. And if you do tell me that, I know you're not serious about your business. See, some of the top leaders in this company have tried the products, used the products, rep the products, know the products. And that's why they have momentum-based businesses, because they're able to take somebody's problem and pair it with a product and earn a profit. And that's what it's time to do. See, 2021 is going to be fun, but it's time for you to really shift gears, shift your mindset, shift your mentality, and be ready to learn about a business that can truly build a legacy for somebody that you can leave. You can leave this entire business to somebody, but you got to get serious about it. So I'm going to move forward because I could be here all day and I know I'm supposed to be under 30 minutes. So just bear with me. So now we went over the 5 to go. Let's go ahead and talk about the 5 to grow. Number 1, 5 to grow, develop affiliates on your team. Listen, attend events and training webinars with your team. Plug into every activity that allows you and your team to grow, develop your skill, and encourage others to do the same. Well, guess what? I remember being at a networking event with Eric Worre 7 years ago. And he stood on stage and he said to the room, but I always say he said to me, he said to the room of about 10,000 people, if you look around this room, those people who are earning 7 figures or more most likely have a product-based business. Well, guess what, my friends? You have a product-based business. So you have the potential to earn 7 figures or more. But another thing that he said key during that event is he said, you want to be able to create leaders, somebody who can call on you and not lean on you. So it's time to start developing leaders. If that person brought 1 person into business, they now have somebody to lead. And you see what it says, attend events and trainings with your team. Guys, let me be real with you. You should never miss an event that you qualify for. Guess what? There's 500 people in this training right now live. There should be 50,000 because this is considered an event. You should never miss an event that you qualify for. The Akashics trainings, you qualify to be on there because you're an affiliate. You should be there. It's all about learning how to build your business. Remember, in the beginning, you promised me you would be coachable, trainable, teachable. So now it's time to learn. Let me do a prime example right now. I see my incredible sponsor, Mr. Robert Hollis, on this training. Absolutely love this man. He knows so much that he doesn't need to be on this training, but he knows the power of being on a training because he never misses an event that he qualifies for. I see other top leaders who are on here who don't have to be here because they helped us come up with these steps, but they're here because they never miss an event that they qualify for. When are you going to show up for your success? When? Are you going to make the decision now? Is today going to be day 1 or are you going to do it one day? But now it's time to develop leaders because here's what you have to understand. Your team is only going to do what they see you doing. If you don't show up on a training, they don't show up on a training. If you don't post on social media, they don't post on social media. You see, you have to understand it's okay to be a copycat, but they need to find the right cat to copy. So will you be the right cat that your team needs to copy for you guys to get success, for you to get momentum? See, momentum is one of the hardest things to get, but the easiest thing to lose. The minute you take your foot off the gas, you're going to be questioning where your volume went, where your team went, where this went. Well, guess what? You disappeared, so they disappeared. So when you don't show up, they don't show up. It's time for you to show up for your own success. The next one. Celebrate success. Let me flip this back over so you guys can write this down. Celebrate success. It says, look for affiliates doing the right things, both big and small, and celebrate them. At every opportunity, celebrate enrollments, customers, ranks, global bonus pool, and developing others. When it comes to celebrating success, guys, listen. It's time to clap for everybody, whether on your team or not on your team. It's time to celebrate. See, one of the principles of success is celebrating people. But if you're going to be jealous of somebody else getting a higher rank, a higher role, and you can't even clap for them, how do you expect somebody to clap for you? If you won't even clap for your own team getting global bonus qualified, or maybe they just brought in one new person and you may be feeling like you're at the top of the totem pole. Oh, they just brought in one. What about the day you only brought in one? What about the day you went months before you recruited anybody? It's time to start celebrating everything small and everything big for your team and your company. Matter of fact, I don't know if you pay attention to me on social media, but I celebrate people from other companies because you know why? I truly love to see everybody win. Number one. Number two, what happens, excuse my French, if shit goes bad with their company? They're going to remember you were the one that was clapping for them when their own people went. So when they're looking for a new home, who's going to be one of the first people they call? You. But see, sometimes your ego is too big that you can't clap for somebody else. Because if it's not you, you don't want to hear nothing about it. It's time to get out of your own way. It's time to stop sabotaging your success and celebrate. Celebrate your team, celebrate your company, celebrate the company leaders. It's a principle of success. And my team knows that. So let's move forward. Sorry, I'm trying to wrap this up, guys. You see me, I'm trying to run through this quickly. The next one, duplicate yourself. Look for someone who wants more and is willing to learn and work for it. Partner with that affiliate and develop a dream board, an action plan, a goal plan. Then partner with that affiliate to go to work for it. So here's what I wrote down. When it comes to that part of it, you have to understand who in your organization wants it. So you're going to have to walk with the walkers, run with the runners. You meet people where they're at. My team knows we do something called goal planning sessions, GPS, game planning sessions. We figure it out. Where do you want to be? How do you got to go? And let's mind map it. What do we got to do to get there? So you get yourself an accountability partner. I don't care if it's one person, 5 people, 10 people, 25 people. In January, I started something with my team where I did a mentorship chat where I just worked with, at that time, it was 90 people. And eventually it was a process of elimination. They would eventually eliminate themselves because they showed that they didn't want it anymore because they stopped doing the work. Create yourself a group, create yourself a chat to where you just pick those people on your team who say that they're ready to go and you guys go. You go. See, but what happens is we get lost in the sauce worrying about trying to drag somebody to the finish line and they're not ready to get to the finish line yet. So you walk with the walkers, you run with the runners, but you meet people where they are. And you identify those leaders. Who are those leaders that are showing up on training? Who are those leaders that are, point click promoting their back office? Who are those leaders that are pre-enrolling people? Those are the people that you want to grab and run because they want it just as bad as you. See, because what you have to understand in this business, in this industry, I want you to be successful, but I don't need you to be successful. Your household needs you to be successful. So you got the best of both worlds right now. You got the person who wants you to be successful, me, and you got the person who needs you to be successful, your family. But now you just got to make the decision to go ahead and find those people who need and want what you have or what you want and run with them. Run with them. Let's go. The next one, I'm running through these quickly. I'm sorry. I got more notes to talk about, but I know I'm running short on time. The next one is, that was duplicate yourself. Okay. So we're talking about dream boards, vision boards, finding that leader and running with them. The next is lead by example. Number 4, people do what you do, not what you say. And I said this earlier, your team's only going to do what they see you doing. It's okay for them to be a copycat as long as they find the right cat to copy. And if you're not the right cat to copy because you're not doing the work, you can't sit there and throw out commands and you not do it. You can't tell them to go post on social media and you're not doing it. You can't tell them to send people to the pre-enrollee system and not do it because they're not going to do it either. But it says, if you want your team to be global bonus qualified each month, then you need to be. If you want them to be on the leaderboard each month, then you need to be. They watch what you do, so make sure your daily activities are in line with your train. My team knows I do blitzes every single day. I may not do them with them because you could do a blitz on your own, but they know that we do them. We write gratitude and affirmation statements every single day because we do that as a team. We know it's part of the necessity of becoming successful, but they're only going to do what they see you doing. And I believe that because my team does see me in the dirt, kicking up the mud with them, that's why they're so successful too. Because all you want, think about it. Let's treat this business like it's a gym. How many of you will run into Planet Fitness all by yourself, but you're like me, I'll go work out, but I want somebody to go with me. You always want to go with somebody. There's an incredible book called Never Eat Alone. You don't want to eat. You don't want to be at the top and eat alone. So you always want to take somebody with you, but you can't drag them. You got to take that person who's willing to work just as hard as you to get there. The next one was, so lead by example, learn to be a leader. Leaders are readers. Learn about self-development and developing other people. This is huge. So when we talk about this, learning to be a leader, self-development, my team knows in our DMOs, we do 30 minutes minimum of mindset per day, reading a book. Matter of fact, we read a book together. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people say, well, Candace, what does your team read? What are you guys reading now? What did you guys just recently read? You know, I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. So one of the books that myself and my other Christian believers read was The Leadership Secrets of Jesus by Mike Murdoch. Why was that book huge? The book for them, one of the chapters said, you know, he knew his product. Well, guess what? I got to know my product too. One of the other chapters said he went to the people. Well, guess what? I go to the people too, in niche groups, in comments. I don't sit back and wait for people to message me. I go find the people. But are you taking the time to A, develop a leader, but B, become a reader? Because leaders are readers. What book have you read? Are you constantly reading books? I see D'Angelo Hunt is reading 52 books this year or something like that. He's on book number 8. Great. That's what I love. But you need to literally set out a time frame that's 30 minutes to an hour a day. You literally put that into building your mindset, because if your mind isn't right, your money's not going to get right. And if you want to become a top leader to lead people to success, you've got to know what other people did so you could get there. See, what the amazing thing is, these books are mentors in a book. These books allow you to collapse time frames. These books allow you to take somebody like Robert Hollis's network marketing success and everything that he did, be able to collapse it in a shorter time frame, because you get to learn from their mistakes or get their highest income producing tips so you don't have to figure it out. But will you take the time to start a book club with your team? Read the same book, discuss it. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? What was the top strategy that you got out of the book? What was the biggest takeaway that you got from the book? Guys, these are simple 10 things that it may seem like a lot because I was talking about it, but it's not. You're connecting with people. You're showing people the business. You're learning about your product. You're working with people on your team and celebrating them. You're building a leader, but you're becoming a leader yourself. And that's huge, because one of my mentors, Miss Jenna Zwagel, the #1 female network marketer in the world, says, be the leader that you need. Become that leader. So it's time for you to become that leader. So guys, this is the 5 to go. This is the 5 to grow. And what happens is, listen, okay, Candace, I did all that. Now what do I do? Like I tell my team, reduce, reuse, recycle, go back, start it all back over. Get back to the basics. This is the basics of what it takes to build a 6 and or 7-figure business. And it's not questionable, does it work? It's literal things that we have been doing for years to build a business. And now you have it on one sheet, your cheat sheet, your Cliff Notes. You got the Cliff Notes. I'm going to tell you, some of MDC's top leaders put this stuff together. So you have the tool. My question is, will you use it? Or will you put it to the side and blame your lack of results on everybody else? See, here's what I know. You can't get upset with the results that you're not getting from the work that you're not doing. So guys, it's time to do the 5 to go and the 5 to grow. And I challenge you, do it over the course of the next 90 days. Do a 90-day run on the 5 to go and 5 to grow and watch what happens to your business. I promise you, as good as my name is Candace Nicole Byrd Davis, you'll see extreme momentum in your business if you stay with it, you stay consistent, and you stay committed to the 5 to go and 5 to grow. I promise you guys, that's what my team does as well. So listen, I'm going to turn it back over to the incredible, the amazing, the phenomenal Mr. Chris Baum. So Chris, are you still there with us?
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm motivated. I'm excited. So, hey, when we kicked off this call, I introduced the amazing Candace Byrd Davis, motivational, inspirational, and powerful. And as always, Candace, you deliver some amazing information. So that was inspiring. There was so many golden nuggets in there. And I appreciate you and your time and sharing with all of us. I want to ask you guys tuning in, what did you learn, right? What did you learn? Take some notes on that. What did you learn? And highlight those. Now that you have those action items of what you learned, those golden nuggets that Candace has shared with us, how do we take those and start to implement them into what you're doing, right? So you have the outline, you have the 5 to go, you have the 5 to grow. How are you going to incorporate what you learned today into your DMOs, right? So ask yourself that question. Once you get there, then you've learned it. You've figured out how you're going to implement it into what you do with your DMOs. Now, who are you going to help? And help is the key word. Candace already hit on this. When you extend your hand, when you say, how can I help you? Do you know who I could help? It adds so much more power to it. So remember those things. And everything that was shared today is gold. Implement this, do this, and you guys will see results. So again, Candace, thank you so much for taking the time, sharing your knowledge, motivating all of us on this amazing Thursday morning. I know I'm ready to go. I know you guys are ready to go. And again, we truly appreciate you. We appreciate everybody who's tuning in because you are here for a reason and you are motivating yourself to get here to learn these amazing things. And now you have some golden nuggets that you can take back and really get going. So Candace, again, thank you so much. Anything else you want to say before we say goodbye to our friends?
Nope. Just have an awesome and amazing weekend. It's time to go and it's time to grow, my friends.
Yes. Time to go, time to grow. Let's get to it. I will see you guys all soon. And thank you again for tuning in. Bye for now.
See you guys.